so people are using super weak passwords, really easy to hack. And as a grown people, some of them, they're actually running businesses. I know there's lots of things happening in the internet and the parents are responsible for. But what do you think the school can do better in terms of providing more information to kids? This episode is a little bit different that I normally go with. And some people might say, Olga, it doesn't belong to business, it doesn't belong to tech. However, you can be so wrong. Because if you care about tech, if you care about where it's going, who's using it, you definitely have to stick to this episode. And in fact, I will be talking to a generation that didn't have to adapt to tech. They were born into it. And today we're going to talk about all things AI, technology in general, data privacy, and everything that this particular generation thinking about tech and how they're ready for it.
Session starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Done. Awesome. Thanks.
And my guest today is Vika. Tell us a little bit about yourself, because I know that you're in the year 7 at the moment. You're 12 years old, and to say that you know technology better than I, it's definitely you know technology better than I, because you were born into it, as I mentioned before. So tell me a little bit about how do you communicate with tech? So what sort of tech you use, and how easy?
I use Gemini as a Google AI. I would say it's easier for me, and I use it as make my questions easier, like in maths. Like I don't understand what's 2 times 2, and it just explains me everything in every detail.
So pretty much you're using it for something that will help you out, because I remember when I was when I was at school, while we were driving here, so when I was at school, we didn't really have computers that time, and when I was growing up, probably in the high schools, this is where we got computers set up. So I didn't have an opportunity to ask. Well, we had no idea what a Google is. So I didn't have this opportunity, but now you're using it for, instead of going to, for example, mom and dad and say like, oh, mom, can you help me with this? So you just go to Gemini and ask, hi, Gemini, can you please explain what they want from me? So what type of task, what type of thing I need to do, right? Do you use it at school as well? So because I know the schools are quite strict with what particular technology you can use.
We might not use it. Most of the time we cannot use GPT chat or anything else. Mm-hmm. But sometimes our teachers let us to use it as make a photo, AI generated photo. We had a project that we need to make an ad to make show your own shoe. So yeah, and I make Dior shoe.
All right.
Thing.
And so this is the sort of you can use tech to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I asked him to make the photo, and and everything else I add as a detail. So yeah, sort of like that.
Okay. So was it easy for you to understand, just how to use it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was but I need to make it clear to ask the question. But if I don't ask it clear, it was gonna ask, oh, I didn't understand it. And so in much detail, most of the people must use it, the AI.
You know what? That's a funny thing, because lots of boomers, that's the generation actually before my generation, they are really scared of that particular tech. They're really scared of, and so many people I talk to, they just don't want to use it because they really don't really understand. But your generation can actually explain it in a really, really easy way how to use it. For example, how would you, if you want to build a specific, like create a specific image, let's say, that's what you said, you had to do it for your project. How would you explain it to ChatGPT or Gemini that you're using? Like, how do you put it in simple terms that Gemini will give you this outcome, the desired outcome?
First, I said about design and everything, the colors and in like detail, like it must be white, pink, and black with it, and it just mix everything and use the knowledge it have to make the shoe or something else.
Mm-hmm. And then you sort of like adjust it. So like you put a different
Yeah.
details, or like change the colors, they swap the colors, or add a little bit of a green to it or something else. So this
Like that.
really, really explaining, for example, because I know that you like drawing, right? And painting and stuff. So this is how, for example, if I would come to you and say like, Vika, I actually want to order a picture, yeah, an art from you. So this is how I would explain to you what I want to get, right?
Yeah.
This is exactly the way you actually explain it to Gemini. That's a funny thing. And because I normally really blunt with what I want to just create this picture, put this, like I'm really lacking details when I'm trying to create an image. And this is exactly what I need to learn more about creating images with AI. All right, so the thing is, you use AI as an assistant, right? So this helps you with a different task. You ask if you don't understand something. But what do you think about robots in AI? Do they need to have personalities, or they have to be really, really, this is what you told me, this is the outcome? Do they have to have personalities?
I would say it would be cool because like you're talking to like a robot that have a mind, and it will be like, oh, let's play chess, and then it's gonna be like really angry if it's lose. So yeah, like that. Or
So do you want to actually see emotions coming? Okay, interesting. Why do you think that? So because you can use it as a...
I would say it would be funny because for most of people would like to see the robot to like have emotions. Most of the robots like make tasks that you like ask, like go there, there, but it won't have emotions. It's just gonna do that you ask. But the AI could make it in his own way that he knows.
Isn't it dangerous? Sounds a
But-
little bit.
Yeah, but if you teach it to like a program that doesn't have like anything with angriness and everything, you could like make it a dialogue and talk to it. I would say to like who is right now like I don't know 80 or 70 that need like help. I would say robots would be nice to talk to.
Mm.
So yeah, like people is busy and cannot come like their granddaughters or anyone. I would say robots are the best.
Okay, that's a good. What would you replace a couple of your friends with robots?
No, I mean like it would be nice if you like they don't have time and you're like and your home don't want to go anywhere. I would say a robot is the best.
Oh, wow. Would you have one?
I would say yeah, like a cat one.
A cat, robot, a cat. You know what? I remember we had, when I was a kid, we had a little puppies. So you can turn it on and it's jumping and doing like different tricks. I remember I had that pet because my mom told me like, no, you can't have a dog, unfortunately. So I had the technical thing. So it's funny about robots, but what's one... if we're talking about the different apps and the different technologies, because you told me like, the kids, they use the games, lots of different games, and some of them, the educational games. There's actually really a popular a popular tool being used even in HR, like human resources. When you go to work, for example, they make you play a specific game to understand your personality.
Oh yeah, there's like
Have you ever dealt with those particular apps or games?
yeah, I seen like that. Like there was like a game that on how to do like multiplication, and it's make it easier if you didn't do the correct. It just make it more on your level, like or just sometimes I seen like there's like buttons easier, medium, and harder. So I would say it is AI. Like there's a like game, different games. So yeah, it uses AI because it's easier to not just make a program with that. So you just put AI on that game and it just works for itself.
Yes. And does it give you any like the summary after that? You know, like when you play the game, and if this game is designed to learn your personality, you need to get an outcome, the summary, for example, like, you know, what's your personalities.
Yeah, there's like a shown how on percentages, like on most of the games, like Blue-Kit, I know, on our school we use. And it's just showing you the summary, how good you are on that game. Yeah, like percentages. 100 is like the best, and like 50 good, and like 2% is bad. Like you should know it better.
So you should know it better. So this is like something the schools do tests in terms of like understanding how you understand the subject, right?
Yeah, so we use it as like sometimes there's just the games like how well you know like a cat, and there's like breeds and everything. Yeah.
So it's more like a school test, sort of, right? But in terms of the app, if you would look at what you know at being 12 years old, what you know about tech, and you're looking at how, you know, the companies or school, for example, what sort of apps they're using, what's missing? Do you see anything that can be improved? For example, you said that they're using the games to understand how do you see the subject, how do you understand the subject, but do you see it as anything can be improved? For example, they would give you more freedom in like using, I don't know, like building something more, building something better in terms of like apps, for example.
I would say there's like a different schools. Like I go not like technology school. There's a lot of schools. I would say if it would be improved, I would add like games on technology. Like I don't know how to use keyboard properly. Like I cannot use it like that. I always like do this typing stuff.
So do you think this the typing something can be improved?
Yeah, I cannot use like typing and everything. I always like my dad says like there's the programs and everything, but yeah, I should learn some.
You're using the specific, for example, the apps and different programs at schools. What about data privacy? Do you guys care? Because we had this conversation in the car before, and I know there's lots of things happening in the internet and the parents are responsible for. But what do you think the school can do better in terms of providing more information to kids, and they have to be aware of what's happening?
I would say like right now, there's not a lot of kids know about like that there's scammers and everything, but sometimes they learn about it because there's most of the time there's a block and virus safety thing, so they don't care about it that much than parents do. So like it's a responsibility for not the kids, because the kids like for kids is responsible their parents. Before it was like the kids must be responsible for that they do. So yeah.
But schools are taking it really seriously, right?
Yeah, they have like a closed apps, like all the sites that they don't know, they're closed by government on the school Wi-Fi. So no kids like can put in like go in a game that has virus in it or anything like their favorite game. So yeah, like Facebook. You cannot come to Facebook on school. Yeah,
Oh yeah, you don't really need to go there.
yeah.
Not
I don't know.
the best platform.
Yeah.
But what do you think yourself, like something that you learned? Because I know that you did in tech, and what you learned about data privacy and cybersecurity. There's something that maybe other people need to stay aware of.
I would say clearizing your like data, like put away most of your apps. Like most of the apps like use these games. Like it takes so much like out of cloud and everything. So on I put away all my like most of my games out of my phone because it takes so much space
Mm-hmm.
my phone, and it's takes more charging. Like takes your charge from your phone.
Yeah. They're making the phone flat. But in terms of like the data privacy, what you know about what you're not supposed to do on the internet, even if you do have an access to it.
You should not ever go to the sites you don't know. Like never, because one time I was like wanted to go to like a site that was like my brother asked for a game. It was virus. I didn't know that. And I was like,
You got a virus.
yeah, that was
Wow.
so bad. I should have checked it before I go there.
Right. Okay. So the first thing you say, like, don't visit the websites you don't know.
Yeah.
Right. So that's for. I think it's for anyone to be there. Well, now the browsers when you Google a website and the browsers will actually give you a warning saying like the website is not safe.
Yeah.
So this is how you can, for example, be a little bit protected by obviously a browser. But you could have managed to get a virus.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the first thing, what else would you recommend for people how they could stay protected in the internet?
I would say you should like buy like a safety thing like on your Google and everything. Like there's like an apps for it, like clearizing the everything, every like rubbish from your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of the hackers could get in your phone, and you should more protect your phone. Like put better password.
Passwords. Yeah. Password is a really good thing. And honestly, there's so many times when so people are using super weak passwords, really, really, really easy to hack.
Yeah.
And there's grown people, some of them, they're actually running businesses. And that surprises me that 12 years old knows better about being protected and put a bit better password than some of the business owners. All right, that is a question for you, and I'm not sure if you had a chance to think about it, but if you could invent any kind of tech to solve a problem in the world, what would it be?
Problem. I would say the war. Most of the people that misunderstand each other, they always argue about it. I would say if tech could like stop them and talk about it would be
Okay.
easier.
You know what? That's another thing you told me, like, when in terms of robots, and if you have a friend and there's someone who can be programmed and understand maybe like how, psychology, how bad you feel and get your emotions and probably provide you with help.
Yeah.
You also told me before that you would like to work with kids.
Yeah.
There's anything you would do in terms of technology to help kids, like somehow protect them or help?
I would tell them to use never download a lot of games on your phone.
Games are bad.
Yeah, I would say be more careful in games, popular games,
Why?
because there's hackers and scammers. Yeah.
Right. Have you ever had anything like that?
No, but
No. There's lots of scammers.
Yeah, sometimes there's stalkers and everyone
That's a good that you know that.
We will be. Hang on. I'll be do the cutting. Are we all good?
Have you ever done a coding in AI? Asked AI to code anything?
Yeah, I know like head and body in
Yeah.
the program. Like the first thing in the program must be head and body always.
That's interesting because I honestly have no idea what you're saying, but I would love you to explain it to me. How would you explain to someone who has no idea what you're talking about now?
I would explain like I would tell so head. We know that
Yep.
head is the most of the things that it must be on the websites. Like if you insert any website on Google, yeah. So there's gonna be like a button, like if you double tap something,
Mm-hmm.
gonna be there's insert. You
Okay.
click on that, and there's gonna be somewhere on like left or right. There's
Yes.
gonna be
Okay.
yeah. There's gonna be like head and body. There's like a coding, how it's called, language. That's most of the like, who use IT know that. Like my dad.
He's a programmer, right? He does a programming. Yep. And
Oh, and what else? And there's must be put a lot of program. But if you know IT, like good, I'm not really IT person.
yeah,
So
that's all right.
yeah, I know like the basic about
That's all
it.
right. We all know the basics. Trust
Yeah.
me. And you know the basics more than I do. So that's no problem. So you know how the structure of the website supposed to be,
Yeah.
and how it can be coded as
Yeah.
well a little bit.
Yeah, you can like put it by yourself. Most of the kids that want like to hack like some game to make like have 1,000 how's it called
Points or
Points, yeah. And-
gifts or whatever you have it there.
yeah,
Well, that's like a real life.
yeah,
Lots of people wants to get more
more money.
prizes
Yeah.
to hack it
Yeah.
to get more prizes. All right. Do you have any projects that you want to build with AI? There's anything you would think like, well, let's say Gemini will help me with that. Anything?
So I'm gonna make a project with my dad. Might be soon. I gonna make a website on Google with any AI. My dad used GPT chat as
Yeah.
he knows.
And what's the website is about?
We wanted to make about like a coffee machines.
Coffee machines.
Yeah.
Okay, so your dad apparently loves coffee.
Yeah.
Cool. And what's about coffee machines?
So, like sell the
Sell coffee machines.
yeah.
Ah, so you will build the e-commerce website that will be selling coffee machines,
Yeah.
and you will be building it,
Yeah.
helping.
So I gonna like make the basic, and then my dad gonna help in with like photos and everything, like the just like wallpaper and everything on it.
Okay, interesting. So have you started?
We're gonna start it soon. Yeah.
You're going to start it soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any friends that would be like started building or planning to build anything with tech? Do you have like people really like interested in technology?
I know some people that likes to code in Minecraft. There's like a Minecraft how it's called
Game?
game. Yeah, it's a game where you can like learn and code there.
Right, okay.
Yeah, some people are really interested in that, and I sometimes use it by myself to like code. Like, there's like a bot, like a little thing. I don't know, someone that you can program to go help, and like make everything you want on
Okay.
it. But you must use the from scratch. Use the how's it called the program. There's like you can put the programs on it, so it's gonna make it walk or talk. There's like a character. I don't know how it's called, but yeah, you can like learn more AI touch there. And there's like a website called Scratch. Like there's about cat where you can program.
I know the Scratch. I think this is where
It's
you
like
can
cat.
code.
Yeah.
This is I think this is a start way of where the kids started learning coding,
Yeah.
and this is I remember not using it, but I saw some kids using it. So this is a really, for anyone who doesn't know, this is a tool, a program that you can use to learn how to code.
It's the same with Minecraft, as I said, that it's the same thing. So they put the program as the same as Scratch. It's just like make a way for like kids to learn easier
To
in
learn
the game.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you learn about it? How did you learn? You just started using it?
No, I started using it because I go to like a camp with my friends. There was like you could like program the characters, make a whole like cartoon by yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So you went to the camp and started learning how to use all
Yeah.
this tech?
We used Scratch there.
Scratch, yeah?
So I remember it.
So I think the Scratch can be really good point where you can start learning coding, right? Is it? And what you said? Well, you did the camp. I don't think there's.
There is
there's
camps a lot. Like you could find like IT camps.
IT camps. There's some like I think they call it accelerators as well for some. For example, people are building a startups can be accelerator, but the camps. So that was your way how you learned that.
Yeah.
And of course, Dad. Of course, he showed you what he was working on, and also started, teaching you how to use everything.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you see yourself in future? And when you imagine your future job, how much do you think AI will be part of it?
I would say 40%.
40%? And what it's going to do?
So I would say as I would show like programs on like Scratch, we mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So and using the basics, so kids could make their own coding
Yes.
by themselves.
Yeah.
And because I don't have that in my school,
Mm-hmm.
I just know it by my own experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would teach the kids
How to use that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you think, like now, growing up, obviously using tech everywhere, AI, what do you think that is going to be more that people will need to use it? Because the tech will be everywhere.
Yeah. It's because you could like program with coding the robots, and it's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And how do you think this fun will help in future? For example, for your job?
Sewing robots, like your own design robots.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
what's going to do?
So I would tell it would be better than the cat I had.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You really want a robot cat.
Yeah.
But I mean, for example, if you think about when you're working with kids and this is what you were planning to do, how do you think this tech will help you out? Will make will make your job easier? Will educate more about technologies? How would you see that?
It would make my easier job by like telling me what should I do on this day or on that day, and make the
So scheduling.
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 Yeah.
So schedule your days easy. And I think I've used the ChatGPT recently about, okay, so this is my day, so this is I need to fit this particular task in one day. Can you just schedule what I need to prioritize? That will be probably easy. And this is lots of people are using now. Do you use a voice, for example, recording a voice and giving tasks? through
Voice
your
assistant?
Voice assistant, yeah.
Yeah, I use I know Alexa and Siri, the most popular voice assistants,
Mm-hmm.
and some others.
Yes. Do you use them to assist with?
I used them before and I know them, like by my own experience. They're nice to like. Sometimes I remember I used it to like go to sleep. Like it's telling stories. Like the
That's a good idea.
yeah
Okay, instead of like asking, for example, let's say mom or someone else, or just you need to listen something else, right? And it's
Yeah.
telling you stories. Okay, so organizing, scheduling, this is how it would help you in the future of work. And does it help you to learn more about different subjects, for example?
yeah. It's make my like my questions easier. Like I don't understand something. I use AI to learn the language.
You're not native English speaker, so you use AI to explain or learn words?
Yeah. So like I don't understand the word, like telling in it much detail as possible to tell me the word. Like
Yep.
yeah. Like astrology. yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a new one you learned recently?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Have you thought about building your own app, for example? There's something that you want to, it can be a game, it can be assistant, for example, for, I don't know, something that help your parents or something help with your, for example, school, anything that you can help yourself with. Have you thought about it?
Most of the people cannot use food as in right way. Like there's so much fast food.
Right, okay. So something recommending you with your diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's something recommending where like, how would it look like?
So I would say like it's order app.
Yes.
You can order the food.
Yep.
That's nice for your body.
So there's something that the app, for example, will recommend you a nice, like, I don't know, organic or just nice diet, healthy food.
Yeah.
There's something that you're like, that's really interesting.
And it would be cool if it was like helped by scientists.
Scientists.
Yeah.
Nice. Would you participate in this research?
Yeah.
How to work?
That'd be cool.
Oh, lovely. And I think we will finish with that.
Yeah.
That's a nice idea. Thank you so much.